All right, we live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know it's your girl, Ashley. Y'all know who I am, the creator of Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all know who I got. Man, I can't never get my hands together. What's
You
wrong with
point right. This
y'all?
is
Okay,
Kesh, owner and CEO of Kolours by Kesh Cosmetics. Make sure y'all check me out at www.colorsbykesh.com. We relaunch with all new colors, all new items. So we in there. We all the way up. So make sure y'all head to the website.
and we got down at the bottom. I got
Yo, Big Brother Will, ADHD Hour, Black Male Podcast, and tomorrow gonna be starting a new one, BBW ATM.
we. Why you
Mm.
don't have it in the comments? I mean, in the we. I know your big brother will, but I want them to know that you blackmail podcast, that you ADHD hour. Like put all that.
Man, that's gonna be a long ass. that's that's gonna fill up. They ain't gonna see my face if I do that.
I know, but I want to. I can't never get these hands together. Hold up.
You there?
There we go. That him right there down at the bottom.
I am about to try, y'all.
Wow.
There we go. Now I gotta write with you, but I can't never. Man, y'all know. Y'all know what the hell. Y'all know how it go down. He on Black Girl Interrupted. So before we even get started and jump into the topic for tonight, y'all know I gotta do my mental health check-in. So we gonna start with you, Big Brother Will. We
Yeah,
doing a mental health check-in, baby. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I worked 9 to 6. Went to dinner with my brother and my sisters because his birthday was yesterday, and yeah,
Hey.
Korean dinner and talk some family mess, and then shot over here to be on the podcast. So I'm good. I'm good.
Yes. And don't forget, because you here with me all month long.
All month long, everybody. You'll see me Tuesday and Thursdays for the whole month.
Oh, my. Y'all, let me tell you something. Last Sunday, I was in a car accident, right? I was in a car accident. And now I'm starting to get pains in my arm, so I'm just trying to push through the pain. Went to an orthopedic doctor, had to start physical therapy, but other than that, I'm good. I'm okay. I'll be okay. So I'm making it. Can't complain. I'm alive. I just had my 29th birthday, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Look at you, youngin.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Woo woo. Hey.
I'm,
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Even though we were supposed to do the relaunch, but I got the new lipstick on. I don't know if anybody got the new colors, but I got the most. Because y'all know I'm always doing the most on Black Girl Interrupted.
oh, and
Y'all
for
better
the
know.
record, y'all look out for some more products to drop over the weekend. Over the weekend, it's a lot to do. So I'm taking my time with this one. So yeah.
Okay, let me find out.
Uh-oh.
Anywho,
Oh
So,
yeah.
how many, which gum you got? How many products you're selling? Is it just
So I have lipsticks, which is they are waterproof, so it don't come off unless you use a good oil. I have lip gloss, and I have mink lashes, magnetic lashes, and I also have your brow fix, ladies. You got your eyebrow pomades, and you have your concealers. And yeah, so I'm just slowly expanding. Of course, I'm not done yet because, like I said, I want to be a full cosmetic line. So I'm definitely not done.
okay? Ooh.
Not done.
And the lipstick, you could take them swimming, fellas, and
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
first date. On the first date, you could take a swimming.
It's the right month for you to get this lipstick because see, come lovers hour, you can kiss your partner and do whatever else, and it'll still be on your lips, ladies.
Won't be on your
So
shirt, fellas. So if you're safe.
yeah,
so which means y'all could cheat in peace.
cheat in peace.
I didn't want to
Cheat
say
in
that.
peace.
I did not want
Remember
to.
that commercial? that I made on here. We could cheat in peace. You can cheat in peace. Not we. Y'all could cheat in peace.
Lord Jesus, baby, I was so not ready for for that break. That I mean, that just came out of nowhere. I
But
was
you know
like,
what? I'm gonna drop that commercial again around Valentine's Day. I'm gonna drop it again. And it wasn't even a commercial. It just happened on Black Girl Interrupted.
and I don't even know. You know what? To be honest, I can't even remember what the hell we were talking about. But you just came out of the blue and was like, yes. I mean, you brought the mic in. I
We're gonna have to upload that video since we're gonna be talking
Got
about
a good
love
sound.
language.
Got a good sound bite, huh?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. We
Oh, baby,
did. That was
that was
like,
that. That's that hot sex. What that phone sex voice she came on with? I
I
had a
think I took
spot.
everybody by surprise.
That girl six.
Uh-huh.
Cause
You know that pillow talk. That's what it was. That pillow talking voice.
hmm, that's that. If you're alone,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
you
That,
just call.
that old school 976 numbers.
There
Yes.
you go. That's what it was. So I need to go
That
back to that
party line number.
episode, and we need to that one little clip. Like I think it was like maybe 3 minutes long, but it was so hilarious because it just came out of nowhere. Like it was not rehearsed. It wasn't like she was reading from a script. Like she just, I was like, okay, because it don't come off.
You know what? At the end of the show, if I can find it, I will probably go out and come in, and I will probably play it with you all because I'm pretty sure it's still on my phone. So I'm gonna have to upload it right quick so y'all we can let it play because it was so funny and yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
Baby, our faces were like, but it's, you know what? I need to post that clip, the screenshot you took. So we were having a conversation, okay? And I forgot that we were live. And I said something about oral sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
And
you
everybody
did.
just was like, but I forgot we were live. I really truly forgot we were live. Like I honestly, absolutely forgot we were live. But I mean, it is what it is. It's the month of love. Everybody trying to get their little freak on and all that other good, great, grand stuff. So, get your freak on. I'm not. I'm
Couple season
abstaining.
part two.
I'm abstaining. So don't even try it.
Mm-hmm.
And stay out of my
Mm,
inbox with those unsolicited penis pics. I don't know how many times I got to tell you gentlemen that. But the next one I receive, you will be on my Facebook page. I will put you on
mm-mm.
Twitter and I'm gonna put you on Instagram. So
She gonna
play
make
And
with me.
Clubhouse.
gonna make you
Oh yeah.
famous.
Oh, I'm gonna make you famous. Absolutely. You want to be famous? I'm gonna make you famous. So please stay out of my inbox with unsolicited penis pictures. But anywho, back to our mental health check-in. So for me, it's been a real trying week. Anxiety has just really kind of been all over the place. I go back to the hand doctor tomorrow because I have developed an abscess on this thumb. So tomorrow I will find out if we're gonna have to do another surgery again or not. So
Oh
other than
damn.
that, mentally, I'm good. So yeah, I am good. I'm good. I'm good. So month of February, we are talking about love and the things in reference to love, relationships, love languages. We're gonna ask those questions. We're gonna get those answers. That's why I got my big brother Will on here with me for the month of February. I told him I would love to have a man's perspective on these particular topics in regards to relationships and love. So tonight, y'all.
Talking
There it
love.
is.
Talking love.
We are talking about commitment.
Uh-oh.
And we ain't talking about the little promise rings y'all be giving us on Valentine's Day.
Oh Lord, no, not those. Not those.
Baby promise rings, engagement rings. I mean, hey. It is what it is. So commitment, y'all. Are you for me or are you for yourself when it comes to commitment? Hmm.
Hmm.
So no, we're not gonna bash your brother. I promise we not.
Y'all go ahead at it. I'm gonna take the heat for all the men. Hey, fellas, y'all looking? I got y'all, man. I'll take the heat for y'all. You know,
No, because what? No, because this, I want people to understand. They know when I do my episodes in regards to love, relationships, anything. I don't come on here to bash men. I want to create a platform where men and women can have healthy conversations in regards to these particular topics, especially black men and black women. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how to have healthy conversations.
I
I won't
agree.
say all, but some. Some of us don't know how to have healthy conversations when it comes to these particular topics, commitment, cheating,
Hmm.
making up to breaking up and letting go. Because that's what we
Um,
talking about the whole month of February.
Hmm.
We talking about commitment, cheating, making up to breaking up to making up. And then when is it time to let go? When is enough enough?
Hmm.
So that's what we talking about for the whole month of February. So be ready, brother. Be ready, brother, because
Loaded. I'm over here loaded. I got it. I
I
got a lot.
love, like I see, I love to get the male's perspective and not just us women. Because sometimes we look at things one-sided, but it's always good for a man to push us back and say, hold up, look at it from this way too.
Yeah, bring a little masculine energy in here.
There
I
you
feel you.
go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So, brother, commitment. Are you
Commitment.
for you?
C
Is it
word.
for you or for yeah? You know the question.
Or for me or for yourself. Okay, are you for me or for yourself? No, no. I think it depends on where you at as being a man. In my 20s, my answer would have been totally different in my 30s. In my 30s, it'd have been totally different in my 40s. So, I'm a grown ass man over here. 40, just made 47 actually, December 9th. So, um, 20s, I was wild and out in the streets, doing the thing in New Orleans, 5 days a week partying, meeting women, one nights and all that other stuff, having fun.
Mm.
30s, it was more of a laid back time, but I still having my fun, but kind of doing it responsibly, not playing as many games, because 20s you do your gameplay.
Mhm.
40s I'm more chill, laid back. I'm more specific in in what I want. I know basically what I want. Now I'm in my 40s, so the commitment would be for whatever I'm looking for. The female I'm looking for, that person, um, it would be her. It would be like, okay, this is what I am. This is who I am. I know I am. You know, I know my ins and out of me. And then I need to see how you fit my world. You know, the commitment part is saying, okay, this is what you got going on. Um, and my dating history, when you years 20 something years dating, what rubs you the wrong way, what makes you feel a certain way, you know your ins and outs, so you can pick better, and that commitment will be that good fit. you know
So, what about you, sis? Well, I know
you
you're
know,
married now, but prior to you getting
all the way
married,
committed, all the way committed.
yeah, I'm all the way committed. But you know what? I'm gonna go off the limit. Say this: I never experienced the whole phase.
Mhm.
I never experienced the whole phase. So I dated, but see, I think I was more ready for a relationship than the guys I dated. And unfortunately, I was young, not thinking about because I was dating somebody and I was faithful, but he wasn't faithful to me. So I always ended up getting burned. That's why I just wish I didn't, like I said, I didn't experience the whole phase. But with these dudes, I wish I would have. And a whole phase don't mean going out here just Tom, Dick, and Harry. You want to sit here, you want to conversate with different dudes. I didn't get a chance to do that. So my commitment was for me, but I always ended up getting burned in the process. So yeah, not everybody ready to commit, mostly men, but you know what, I'm gonna keep that to myself, you
Okay.
know.
I mean,
I should have
it's,
had a whole
no,
face.
the reason why though, I mean, you got to understand the reason why men aren't willing to commit as quick is because the numbers, the numbers. You know, how can you go in a candy store, have a sweet tooth, and just pick one candy? If you somebody say you could have it all, you know, nobody's going to do that. Not a damn person is going to say, "Okay, I'm just going to stick with a Snicker." Damn it! No, you got Mounds, you got Almond Joy, you got, you know, you got all
But
kinds.
all those candies not good. But see, that's the thing, and that's why I messed up because you can go and you can get a Snicker, and the shit don't taste right. They have old Snickers
Mhm.
and all that stuff.
That's why men keep. That's why men go. You know, okay.
That's why I gonna end up with a Butterfinger. Nobody likes those.
Now you know. Now I eat Butterfingers
I
now.
like Butterfingers. I like Butterfingers.
I don't.
No, you know what they gonna end up with? They gonna end up with that black licorice candy. Nobody eats the
Hmm.
black jelly beans.
Or the red icing on the cake. Cause nobody eats that either. It tastes like medicine. You see where I'm going with this? Or the purple icing in it.
Blue icing. The blue icing.
It's
Nobody.
the blue icing. It. Nobody eats that.
Uh,
Hmm. They gonna end up with a bad sack of crawfish. Like for real, I be looking at my ex. I be like, you know what? That's what your ass get. That's what your ass. Hmm. Nah. How you like that? Ended up with that spoiled ass crawfish with all them eggs in it. Yeah. Hmm.
and then this what we do. We go. We go. We go from that, and when we get that bad experience, then we move on to the next one and be like, okay, that was bad. All right, let's
See,
go on the next one.
You done
You
went
know.
from a bag of spurl crawfish to a bag of spurl chitlins.
Mhm.
look at it. Just
Yeah,
You done
but
went from
then
bad to worse.
then you go back around and you get back in the candy aisle. You know,
see,
that ain't
see,
not everything. You know,
and then
we
you
have
end up
everybody.
with rotten teeth.
You just took the words out of my mouth.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Can't do it. Then you go to dentist and you have to go through all the foolishness.
Oh Lord. Hey, Terror Artist 404. What's good, fam? What's good?
Hey,
That is,
husband.
All about the fun.
oh yeah, that's her husband. Terror Artist 404. That's her husband.
What up?
That's her candy bar.
Okay,
Okay,
that's the
That's her
Snicker,
snicker
Mister
with
Snicker, Mister
nuts.
that's
Snicker.
the good crawfish.
The good crawfish. Okay,
That's
good
the
crawfish.
best crawfish.
That's the crawfish from Cajuns. Not the one on
Okay.
North Claiborne, no.
Not the North.
Mm-mm. Yo, we talk about what is that? Louisiana Avenue for me.
Mhm.
We don't go to the one on North Claiborne no more. Last time I
Okay,
went, that one had roaches in it. So
okay. I haven't been in a while. It's been about 2 years. So,
it had roaches in it.
mm,
I saw the little German roaches running through there. I was like, yeah, we let's go.
nasty,
Not
We can't eat
German.
that.
nasty.
Not
So I was like,
German.
yeah, let's go. Let's roll. I was like, let's go home.
Damn it!
That's what I
Imported
see.
New Orleans. Imported the roaches.
She said German. It's a foreign roach.
Who didn't let the German roaches in the in the damn sixth ward? Who let the German?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to go to Manchu.
No, not the rats.
No, baby.
Ooh,
You
not
gonna
the
bring
rat.
you
Not the
gonna get
rat.
the mama, the dad, baby. You getting the whole family
Ew.
at Manchus.
You don't
But I
want
used to be up in there
Child.
faithfully, looking rat to nothing. I used to
Okay,
be up
girl,
in
we
there
was eating the
faithfully.
fried rats and everything
mm.
I don't care.
with the rice. We didn't care. We was tearing it up.
I used to put mayonnaise on my rice too, and I used to eat it. Let me.
What?
Yes,
Ugh,
yes.
ugh.
Man. So
What was the
like,
question? I answered
so
it. Okay.
so commitment. I had I you know what? When I was 18, I was in a very abusive relationship. So I didn't go into my whole phase till after I had my two oldest children. So I was like 24. 25 when I got into my little whole phase, but I wanted a committed relationship. I did. When I got into my 30s, I still wanted to be in my little whole phase, but I wanted to commit. But now that I'm in my 40s, I'm a little more chill now. I'm relaxed. Like a lot of that stuff that they do out there, I don't like to do anymore. I don't like to go to the clubs, and I like to chill. I like to lay across my couch and watch Investigation Discovery.
Oh shit.
Ain't nothing like your own place, your own peace of mind. You don't have to worry about all that craziness.
Or snapped.
Oh yeah. What's that other one
Oh,
about?
I was watching Deadly Women today.
What's the one about the women?
Deadly
For your
Women. I
man.
was
For your man. No, for your man. For your man. That I
oh
was
yeah,
like, what?
for my man.
Mm,
Oh, but I just seen the preview and I was just like, hell
Y'all
no.
ever watch For My Man? It come on TV1, baby.
my man.
When I
Yeah.
tell you every Monday night, Fatal Attraction and For My Man on TV1. No, Fatal Attraction come on Thursdays. For My Man come on Mondays. I love both shows. They are black shows, and the things that these women do for men, nah, boo. I'm not going to jail for you, okay?
Mm,
So yeah, but I mean, commit. Um, like Herbalist say, he said, I've always wanted to commit. I don't like hiding. Yeah. But like I said, I'm in my 40s now. I'm a little more chill. I'm a little more relaxed. I'm a little more settled. You know, I'm ready to just spend the rest of my life with one person. I'm ready to commit to you.
She said,
that's the that's the goal. When you get through the whole phases, you get tired of it, and
it depends on what phase because like Marvel you could release your whole phase in phases like so whole phase 1 and you got whole phase 2 and
you
then you got the whole phase 3 and then
1.5, and
yeah you could release your whole phases in the format of Marvel. So right now somebody out there experiencing whole phase 3, so I
well,
got
I'm through it.
behind. You through your whole phase. So whole phase 1 is just you just talking to Tom, Dick, and Harry. So whole phase 2 is when you start sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry. So whole phase 3 you end up with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then you get pregnant by one. So whole phase 4 is like okay, you pregnant, but who's you know the baby daddy? Is it Tom, Dick, or Harry? And so it then goes to the whole phase 4 in game, and then you trying to figure out, boom, it's you, Larry. Then no, Tom is like, no, it's me, and then you like, just
Well, y'all don't. My whole phase is in the multiverse, so y'all don't know nothing about my whole phase. I went to the multiverse. So y'all, I moved to Atlanta and I went straight to the damn multiverse. So I'm talking about 3, 4 at one time. It got wild for a second.
your whole face with Loki.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I had the no, I had the glove and I had the rings. And snap my
Oh, he
fingers.
had the Thanos glove.
And
He
the
had the
Thanos.
Thanos. Whoa.
At four at once. And, it's wild. It's wild in Atlanta. So
I know, brother. You remember that night at the club
yeah,
when I came to
yeah,
Atlanta?
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I still got the pictures. We was stirred.
I had I ran across a picture one time from that night. I ran across a picture on my phone.
I was like, brother was whoring that night.
Men got whole
You
phases too.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm not gonna deny that. It is what it is. We all on the equal footing. Women got it, men got it. We just do it
oh
differently.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. So even though it's not one of the questions up here, when do you think that whole phase ends? Like, let me ask you, do you think that there's an age limit where you're like, you know what? By this age, I want to be ready to commit to somebody?
For men, it's gonna be a couple variables, right? It's depending on the man, depending on, had he had enough, or if he been through some kind of foolishness. Usually what happens, the man runs across uh I'm reading the comments.
Uh
Uh
huh.
uh yeah, we if you run across, a female that you really, 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 into, and then your whole phase get you caught up, and it messes you up with this one that you really into. I think, and that's like a slap in the face. That's that reality shock, and like, hey, I can't be doing this because I didn't mess this one up, but I don't want to, I don't want to mess another one up. You get shook back to reality. Or it could be
Mm.
that it's expensive to be in a whole phase. That shit is expensive as hell. So from a financial standing, it depends on the man how his pockets looking. You start to look, my pocket's light. This all this entertaining women, is ain't get me nowhere. There's like, what, I need to go ahead on and reel it on into one woman. You know, that
So
got,
that I so
you know,
brother, I could say you need to stay in your financial whole phase.
yeah, no, I got, no, I mean, I done been through all that. Yeah, I, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I've been through all that, everything. I, I'm, I can't. Yeah. See, I'm not trying to get XXX. I'm not. It got wild here in Atlanta for a second. And my son's in another room, so I'm not trying to. He might be at the door ear hustling, like, "Oh, Daddy was pulling him." I didn't. No, I got 11 years. No, he's 12. He just made 12.
Let
Made
me
12.
say this. I could vouch for my brother. My brother was pulling them, bro. Let me just say that you was pulling them.
Mhm. Yeah, that was back in the day. Back in the
I
day.
know it. That's when you was coaching football and
Yeah, I still coach football. Now I was doing no. Back then I was basketball. It was basketball back then.
yeah,
But
basketball. It was a sport.
it was a sport. Yeah, and I was and my hoeing was a sport too. So, um, so yeah, everything was a sport. It was
You was
wild.
dribbling balls, passing balls. You was being the point
Passing it hurt.
guard,
Yeah, passing. Yeah,
The quarterback,
yeah, yeah.
center,
Sit
just
down. Hmm.
just throwing
the
it back. Huh?
linebacker, the
That new
wide
throwback.
receiver.
Sit down. Hut.
But you know what? My whole thing cost me a really good relationship. Um, I got pregnant with my son, and I even spoke about it on one of my prior episodes. That I didn't know who my son was. I knew it was between two people. Now I knew that. Some people, it's like 20, 30 people. Mine was
So
only
you
two.
was in phase 3, sis. You was in
Yeah,
phase 3.
that's
Okay.
why I was.
She had a child.
You
She
know,
had a child out of it.
I sure did, and got a son out of it. And it turned out to be the one I didn't want to be the baby daddy, but I mean, my
Mm.
whole face it caught up with me. It was a one night stand. Yeah, I came pregnant. So yeah, my whole phase it cost me a really, really good relationship. But I'm out of my whole phase. I'm chilling right now. I'm in my 40s. I'm a little more chill. I'm just ready to go on a vacation, and I could get to know you when we get on a trip. I don't want to know your favorite color till we get to the trip, till we get to where we going. But I
I
guess
want.
there's
I
just
want. I
a
can't
phase.
wait to get back on a vacation. I can't wait, man. It's this mess here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, little bro.
We hurting.
Karma came back and got me. And from that day forward, I stopped playing. I still played, but I wasn't playing with the cootie cat this time.
Mm.
I was just, talking to this dude, talking to that dude. I had the main dude, but I had my little friends on the side.
That was phase 1.
She went down to phase one.
Yeah, that was phase 1. You went
Busted
back
back
to
to
phase
phase
1.
one. Mhm.
I did. I went back to phase one, but now let me say this: these last 4 5 years, I was like in phase 1 and 2 because I had a dude. But you know what? But I didn't start doing my do until he started doing his do. Let me say that. Because I was committed. I was
Phase
committed.
2.5.
There you go. I was right there. I was on the fence. Like I had one foot in the door and one foot out the door.
Mm.
So, but I never cheated on him though. Well,
Oh, oh,
let's
oh, oh,
let's say,
what?
let me see this. I never got physical with anybody, okay? When I was with him. Now, did I send pictures? Yes.
Emotional cheating.
There you go. Did I have conversations? Yes. Did I send pictures? Yes. But I was never physical with anybody else. So let me set the record straight on that. Despite the contrary of what has been said, be very afraid of karma because karma has no expiration date.
Oh, it can always come back. It always come back.
And you be sitting up there trying to figure out what the hell did I do?
But see, I don't think that should count because yeah, it was just a
What
phase.
cheating? What you mean? Emotional cheating?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, hey, I mean, okay. I mean, you know why you don't think it's a count? Because women are more responsible for emotional cheating than men. That's why. Because if we start talking, if we could count emotional cheating, right? Damn near every woman that did that. So that's why women don't want to count that shit.
No, I wasn't talking about
You
that
right.
though. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the phases.
Oh, the phase. Okay.
It is what it is. It's just a phase.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to figure out who you like, what type you like. So herbalist. That if you're talking about phases, Karma might forgive you for that. She might.
I'm loving this phase though. I need to be writing this down because
Right
when I
down.
say I'm loving these phases,
Telling you.
I'm loving these
I'm
phases.
about to group my lashes into phases too.
Uh-oh. So where's the whole phase 3 lashes? I mean, what that's gonna look like?
Oh, I
All the
got them on
25
right.
millimeter lash. Oh, okay. So the one she have on,
Uh-oh.
but I got them.
And the lipstick I have on is called The Most.
But
Okay.
the whole face lipstick is stiletto. That's the whole red.
Oh, y'all don't have to worry because, baby, wait till we get in the cheating, baby. I'm going to have this stiletto on.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh,
And
I
then I
can't
be
wait till we get into that.
baby. And then I'm going to throw on a little siren so you can ring the alarm.
Come out there with a chip. How you, girl? Look, we're gonna get into that because I got some questions.
Why? So, like Herbalist was saying, he said his mother and father had been together for 46 years. He had never seen or heard her cheating. He said that was his faithful motivation. But to respond to that, Herbalist, you have to think the way people think of commitment now and the way people thought of commitment then is totally different. The mind frame is totally different. When it comes to commitment, are you really truly for that? Are you really truly for one another? You know what I'm saying? Are you really ready to say, you know what? This is my lady. This is my man. I'm fully committed to you, which means I'm ready to fully submit myself to you when it comes to commitment. And a lot of people these days don't know the difference between the way commitment was then and the way commitment is now. And when I say commitment, are you willing to commit to me through the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the good and the bad?
Let
When
me
it
tell you
comes to
something.
commitment.
I seen people. This is a quick story. Me and my husband was friends with this couple, and at the time, me and my husband was not married, but we were talking about planning the wedding. We've been talking about planning the wedding for years, but it seems like every time we talk about planning the wedding, I ended up pregnant. But that's neither here nor there.
The juices got to run and we talk that wetting.
so so we pushed it back, but however, I wasn't pregnant at this time. We were double dating. You can say that. We used to go over to the couple house. She was she didn't have any much seasoning, so we used to kind of like help them or whatever. But when we were talking about getting married, they said a certain date. And we were like, just sharing it, not thinking, because a lot of couples do this competition thing, and I don't understand why. We were supposed to get married in August of 2016, but I ended up pregnant with my son. So they went rushed and got married. And let me tell you something. They met in January, moved in by February, married by December. Ask me where they are now.
Not together.
Divorced.
Exactly. And
Divorced
it's
for
too
500.
Rushed it.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people get married, and that's not what I want to do. I want to do it the old way. If I get married, I want the 46 years plus more. I want to be able to say I've been with my husband for 60 plus years, and a lot of young people are getting married just to say they're married.
Hmm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you see it all the time where what? Oh, I thought she was doing something else. I'm sorry. You see it all the time. Yeah, it was wild. You see it all the time to where like females do that because they want the ring. They want it to be about them. They want to put it on social media. They want all the attention for that period of time. And then after it happens, then now you got okay, it's me and you. Now you have to focus on me, and you worried about people focused on you, and now it's not fun no more. It's like, oh, you got the happily ever after, but no fairy tale tells you what happened after happily ever after. Nobody says
Mm.
the work that was supposed to come into play after that, and it's not fun no more. It's not sexy no more. It's not it's not all this all this is cracked up to be now. Oh damn, this shit is work. Yes, it's work.
Right? You
It's
have to
like
stay
the
with one person.
Hmm.
but it's like the episode we did, sis. Reality versus expectations. You
Mm-hmm.
here's the you expected it to to be a certain way, but the reality of it is
It's not.
it
You
wasn't
have to
what
do
you
work.
expected it to be. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like, when it comes to, like you say, some men, I mean some women just want to get married for the sake of saying, "Oh, I have a husband." But do you have the
Right.
work that requires you to be a good wife, to
Hmm.
be committed to somebody? Does he have the ability to be a committed man to you, a good husband? Because you could look and be a certain way. That doesn't mean you possess the qualities to be committed to somebody.
Right.
Hmm.
The work that me and my husband, we didn't just be like up and got married. Actually, me and my husband was long distance for a minute. We met in 2011. We met on Facebook for y'all that don't know. Our first time meeting in person was 2014 at a Saints versus Falcons game. From that forward, I'm like, okay, we went to visiting each other. We started visiting each other. We still did not talk about getting married. So about time 2014 came around, I decided to move to Atlanta in 2015. It still took us 4 years to get married.
Hmm.
That was the work that was put in. All right, we did the long distance thing. We moved in to with each other, and we still was working on that. We had a baby. We still was working on that till we decided the right. Like I expected to be married in 2016, 2017, but we still took that time to get to know each other more and more. And 2019 we got married, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
And see,
So I know
and
who I married.
see, not to interrupt you, sis, because I really wanted to piggyback off what you were saying. That's the problem with a lot of these relationships now. Everybody's just, you day to day, you get married tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's and I hate to say it like it's a process, but it is.
It is.
You got a date.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to really get to know this person. Does this person possess the qualities that you're looking for in regards of someone you want to be committed to? Because I could look at you, Will, and be like, "Oh my God, he's so sexy. He's chocolate. He's everything that I like." But what qualities does he possess? Because looks fade. You could be
Yeah.
fine as fuck today.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You
Had
could
them
be hot
babies.
as hell today, and then in 10 years, you bald headed, you got this big old pot belly,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah. No.
right. So
Yeah, I
Herbalist
agree.
says
Yeah.
people fail at a lot of going by rules that's made for to keep a relationship. It's more about adapting to your partner if this is what you could deal with.
Hmm.
Boom.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we did because I don't like when people. Let me tell you, in the beginning, it was the little things. Could you pick your clothes up off the floor?
Hmm.
The hamper, like right here. Can you put it right
At
here?
the toilet seat down.
Hmm.
Yes. Like so, it was little things. That's minor, and we worked on it because some people like, I can't deal with this. That's it. But that was the little things, and yeah. So I definitely agree with that statement.
So it's like I can't remember where I read this at, but somebody referred to it as knowing somebody in all their stages of their life. Like you need to know that person in all their stages when they're happy, when they're mad, when they're down on themselves, when they're frustrated with life, just everything. Financial troubles when they have financial troubles, how they act, because that's a whole thing. You can't
Woo.
be sexy if the money ain't right. Women do it, and men. I know I do. Like if my money ain't right, I'm not worried about sex. Like I'm worried about, okay, how can I get this bill paid? I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. So it's you need to know that phase of somebody's life. The ins and outs. Like you said, you did, Keish. Y'all got spent time with each other to know. Okay, years went by. People could hide things for 1 year. I've been in a relationship where 1 year and the next year I'm like, I don't even know this person like that. I never seen this before. Like, where this shit come from? And you know, and now I don't like this person. So you can't just jump into anything and go ahead and get married based on what you see for a year.
Right.
Right. I mean, that's like, me and my ex, we were together a little like over 4 years, like 4.5 years. And it got to a point, like you say, I was worried about the financial stuff. Like, I can't focus on having sex, and I'm worried about how this bill gonna get paid.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I got to see him in all his seasons. And I thank God, that God pulled me out of that situation because that was something horrible. It was. I was ready. I mean, we had a wedding date set, everything.
Yeah, and that's good. You
So,
knew it wasn't right, so that's good that hey, you stopped it because you could have been going through, all kind of craziness,
hmm,
and then staying just because
baby.
I'm married, stuck in a situation.
And that was the thing. It was like, whoo, cha cha cha. So, brother, sis, I know we've already talked about it, but what does commitment mean, sis?
I think commitment. Shit.
Come on now, hey, husband. Uh, hey, you need to reach over there and let her remember what it means. Reach over there to her.
I'm just glad that somebody, me. I want to look in a person the quality. How can we match each other? If you want to match me, what are you willing to give me? And believe it or not, a relationship is 50-50. You have to be willing to, hey, I want the same thing you want. And I was so happy to find that because, I went in a relationship. My goal is always uh marriage, financial stability, um, health, kids, family, all that stuff. That's my thing. And when we got together, I made sure. You sure you want to get married? You know, because I don't want this to be pressure. If you're not sure, let me know. Because, like I said, my goal in the relationship is marriage. So my meeting for commitment is wanting the same thing that that person wants. You two have to be able to be like, okay, yes, this the one. We want the same thing. Let's match. Not like that, everyone. Not like that. You know, that's finding that right match. I'm gonna say that. That's commitment. Something you're willing to work on
So let
together.
me ask
The
you this.
kinks and stuff.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you, sis. Um,
A balance. I didn't get the word for it, herbalist. It has to be a balance. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let me
it
tell you
came.
something. I could go around the corner, up, down the street, but I'm eventually get to my point. So, I mean, I I take shortcuts, but I get there.
That's because you're the reason you're going in circles because you got your nose without me. That's why.
There she go with that nose ring.
Ah, lie,
She ain't gonna let it go.
Because we were
lie.
supposed to go together. I feel some kind of way.
Look up for the record. It hurt. For the
Mm,
record, it hurt.
mm.
Oh,
Not
I
that much,
know.
but my nose still big. You can't even see it, girl. Look.
That's okay. I'm gonna get mine on this side. Don't worry. Oh no, yours is on. I don't know.
Mine on the left side.
Okay, but it's my left side, so I'm gonna do mine on
Okay.
the right. Anywho, so brother, big brother, Will, baby, what does commitment mean to you?
Commitment. So, I have a philosophy. So
Do
commitment
share.
for me is when I'm willing to, I have to look inward, right? I have to understand, like I said, I understand who I am. So when I see the moves I make for somebody that does not serve me, I'm willing to go further out of my way and it doesn't serve me. I know I'm ready with this person to go to the different, go to another level. Um Now, just because I feel I'm ready for commitment, like you was saying, I think you said that, Ashley, that, it has to be the right fit, whatever. I'm moving towards this way to commit, but something could snap me out of it because this person has to be that person, that I'm seeing.
Mhm.
It could just shut down automatically if I see something that is not in alignment of what I think what I'm trying to commit to. So like I said, it's me willing to do even more. You know, if a woman wants to be a wife, right, she has to show me wifely behaviors. So, you can't. I talked about this in our podcast Sunday, Black Male
Mhm.
Podcast. So, I can't see you. I can't see you, and you turn it off and on. Which one are you? How do you expect me to commit to something when I'm confused about what I'm committing to? So
Right.
that's why actually it was the one with when you was on my podcast.
Yes.
So that's what I was saying, like it's hustling backwards for women. Women say, well, I'm not going to submit, I'm not going to do this, that, the other. It's hustling backwards because how is a man supposed to give his all if he don't know what he getting in return? Like, you're going to wait to see what I'm going to bring for you to start doing things? No.
Right. Right. And
But
I no, go ahead, sis.
no, I think a lot of women have a problem with that because they probably be like, if I commit and I show you wifely duties, how am I know am I going to get that? That, like you say, a lot of women may not look for a ring, but what if I'm doing wifely duties, are you gonna wife me?
No, no, well,
Because
okay.
you
Let me be clear. I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying do anything wifely. I'm just saying being
The qualities.
wifely behavior, wifely behavior, not do this. You don't have to do anything for me. I'm just,
okay.
femininity, being feminine, being agreeable, um, just be my piece. You don't have to wash my clothes and shit. I do my own shit. You don't have to do nothing for me. I'm self-sufficient, but you just show me that you can be a woman, my woman. Show me that you can have my back. When I look stressed, you're paying attention to me. So you see, my face frowned up and stuff because I'm thinking about something like, okay, what's up, babe? Rub my back. What's up? What's going on? Just
Mm.
that little. It's the little things. It's nothing big. Women always go to, well, I'm not doing this because this, that. I don't know if he gonna. No, it's the little things. It's the things that show that you care for somebody, and that's all men want.
Is to be
So
attentive to the little
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
And that same way with us when it comes to women. Know when we've had like you say, know when we've had a bad day. Know when, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not feeling good that day or whatever the case may be. Like you say, it's the little things for you, it's the little things for me, for us women too. At
Mm-hmm.
least, well, let me not speak for all women. I know for me, it's the
Mm-hmm.
small things you do. I appreciate the minor things you do more so than the big things you do for me.
No, I, I
You
and I
know,
and I can answer that, right? Because men Men think in big things. Men think major, right? So they always focused on the big things. What can I do, to make her, to prove to her this, that? They looking for the major things. We miss the small things. We do that. We always look for
Mm-hmm.
something to try to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt. We wanna do something. Okay, she gonna lose it over this shit. We want to brag to our
Man,
boys. We want to beat our
that
chest.
that's like,
Well,
like
y'all
when
need to find the rest of the men and get out here and teach these young men because they got shit ass backwards. You just say
and
that.
see, and to me, it's not the material things that
Mhm,
appease me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because that material shit comes and goes.
mhm,
It's the small things you do.
mhm,
You know, if you send me a text at work and you're like, you know what, babe, I love you.
mhm,
That's gonna make my whole day. Not you sending me a dozen roses, because them mofos, they gonna die.
mhm, mhm.
They
Yeah.
gonna die. The fact if you come to my job and say, you know what, babe, I've been looking at you all week. You look like you've been having a long week. Let me come take you. Let's go to lunch.
Mhm,
Let me be your piece for this hour, 45 minutes, however much long you get for lunch. Let me be your piece. That means more to me than you going and buying me what's the purses that Cardi B was bragging about that she got a closet full of. What's
I
A
can't.
anywho
Birkin?
that them big,
Birkin bags. Yeah, Birkin bags. There you go.
there you go.
Bring that
I don't give.
shit back. I don't want that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want a Birkin. I don't want no red bottoms. I don't want none of that. I want the little things. That's what
And
means the most to me.
and I think it's more of like with men, and and I'm gonna try to talk about this on my podcast, is that we need to understand. You need to learn your woman. You just need to learn who she is. We get caught up in a lot of information we get is from social media, and we get caught up in
Mm.
the hype of everything, and we like, oh yeah, okay, well I'm gonna do this because this the hot and popping thing right now, and we don't pay attention to the woman and what she actually wants. She's gonna accept that shit. She gonna accept the Birkin, she gonna accept the bag, but you might not, Keith. But I'm saying most women
Yeah, yeah, you're
gonna
right.
accept the
I'm
bag and be like, they're gonna show that shit off, but that's not what she wants. Sometimes it's not it. You need to learn your woman.
Know when it's that time of the month and go get me some candy. Rub my stomach or something and be like, you know what, babe, here go your heating pad.
Hmm.
Here go your my doll or whatever you take for them cramps. It's the little things.
Hmm.
If like you say, you have to learn your woman. My ex, he didn't know that the reason the sex really kind of got obsolete between me and him is because I just didn't feel beautiful anymore.
Hmm.
You just assumed that I was cheating on you, but that wasn't even the case. I had gained a lot of weight and I just didn't feel beautiful anymore. You didn't make me feel beautiful anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna push back right quick on you. So did you explain that to him? Did you relay that message to him, or you expected him to know?
you in trouble? She
Hmm?
in trouble.
Huh?
I think she in trouble.
We're not mind reading. We're not mind reading. So
No,
many
I
women do
didn't.
that. So many
I
women do that.
didn't.
A man should know what it take for this. A man should know, and we're not mind
And I
readers.
did. I'm guilty of that. I expected him to know. I mean, we had been at this point, we had been together we were living together now. So but you're right. And the communication is a big thing when it comes to commitment too. Communication is key.
But see
And
the
I
way.
and
Okay, let me tell you this: the way you talk, Ashley, you talk like I'm big shit, right? Well, how would anybody know that you have problems with your image? How would anybody know you have those kind of issues? Because you pop off big shit. So you know he would know that. You know we got to be mindful. I mean, men are. I'm not saying men are responsible for that too. That communication, falling, failing communication. But in that aspect, what you just explained to me is something that he wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known that. And I'm more mindful of. I look for signs. I look for things, and I wouldn't have known.
mm,
I wouldn't have thought you was cheating first of all, because I would have counted time. I would have. I'm missed the investigation. I would have been like, okay, this time she is. I would have ran through everything, but I would have been like, okay, something up. You know. and I would have came and you talked to you, but everybody's not the same, you know. You
And
would
you're
have.
right. The communication, wasn't the best. I would talk to my homegirls and whatever else, you know. But you're right. But I've gotten better as I've gotten older. I'm working on my communication. I'm able now to fight healthy.
Mhm. No, no,
I'm learning. But I
it's
mean,
learn. Everything is a learning process, though. You know.
right. And then I had a lot of healing to do too, brother. So I had a lot of trust issues. So commitment, like I say, now that I've gotten older, now I'm really ready to fully commit to somebody, you know, because I've healed, and I think that was a hurdle for me
Mhm.
in regards to being committed because I thought I was doing everything to be the perfect wife.
Mhm.
So I guess the question falls on me now. What does commitment mean? Oh,
Man.
am I in tune with you?
Mhm.
Are we one? Are we equally yoked? Are you the yin to my yang? And that's what I'm looking, that's I guess when I say commitment, am I really ready to submit? Am I able to submit to you?
Mhm.
Are you able, do you have the abilities to make me feel safe? If I submit myself to you, if I just say, you know what, I'm gonna submit, are you gonna be there to catch me?
Mhm.
Are you my safety net? And vice versa. If I'm doing this for you, are you gonna reciprocate the same thing to me?
Mhm.
Commitment. Are we do we have healthy communication? Are we communicating what we like, what we don't like in a healthy way? Not, oh, you blah blah and you blah blah,
Their power struggle
commit.
within the house.
There you go. And I'm if we're gonna go off the Bible, I'm gonna let you be the man and I'm gonna be the woman. I'm gonna know my and I hate to say it like this, my and I hate to say position or role. I know what I'm supposed to do as a woman, and you know what you're supposed to do as a man. And I'm gonna allow you to be that man
Mhm.
and not me trying to be the man and the woman in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I we as black women, that's an issue for us, is to allow these men to be men. I know y'all not ready to have that conversation, but I'm gonna push the envelope.
No, no,
We
it needs to be had though. That needs to be had. That
right
definitely.
because we as black women, we were taught. We've been conditioned our whole lives. You don't depend on no man. Don't no man. You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. If that man leave, but how can you say you want to be in a committed relationship, but you won't allow the man to be a man? Black women,
That's my first thing. Like, if a lot of people probably be like, really? I'd be like, well, let me ask my husband or something like that. Let me ask him because obviously I'm asking because I want this to be a mutual decision. Or either, when we were talking about the little move we were gonna make, I'm like, I'll follow your lead. It's whatever you want to do. That ain't me being young and dumb. I mean, I'm married. I can't make the decisions by myself. Obviously,
and it's a respect thing.
That's what submission look like though, and most women
Right.
don't understand that because they're not willing to go there. It starts with trust. That's the first part of submission. It starts with trust. Um,
Hmm.
if you don't trust the person, then what are you doing there in the first place? And that, whenever I hear women say stuff about, not wanting to submit, okay, do you trust this person? Well, I don't know. Okay, if you don't trust them, then what are you doing? What- You're never going to submit because you don't trust them. But why are you there? Why are you even there? So,
right.
we need to start off with the steps.
You right. And you'll hear a lot of black women say, "Well, I'd rather have a piece of a man than no man."
Hmm. Hmm.
Ah,
I'll be the only one.
I I be like, hello,
The
what?
other woman. I'm sorry. That's what he said. I be the other woman.
So I don't have an issue. Like I say, as I've gotten older, brother, and I've learned what commitment really truly means,
Mhm.
I could submit and I can give and I can be on the giving side and the receiving side.
Mhm.
And no, I'm not talking about sex
No, no, I understand.
for the
Yeah,
nasty
I mean,
ones, not
oh,
you,
for the
brother,
mass,
for
for the
the
masses,
nasty
for the
ones.
masses. Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
You
she
got some
don't want
nasty
the
ones.
she don't want the eggplant pics. She don't want them.
Please don't. But I mean, when it comes to, I don't know. So let me ask y'all this. I know it's not one of the questions up here, but now we're in 2021 versus what do y'all think has changed in regards to commitment from then to now? What do y'all think has changed?
She just took a long breath. She's disgusted. She's disgusted.
My generation make me sick. They get
Ugh.
on my nerves.
Why
Like
though?
their commitment is like, oh, I'm committed to my baby mama. But all right, say if they got a baby mama and they got a girlfriend. Their commitment is okay. I got a girlfriend, but I'm still messing with my baby mama on the side. That's their commitment. Like it's one person. It's called monogamy. If did I use the right term? Monogamy.
Yeah.
Okay, that like they don't understand the whole thing of you dating one woman. Don't go and text Keisha like, hey girl, what you doing? And stuff like that. They get on my nerves because they don't understand. And it makes me sick, but yeah, y'all be sitting up here on Facebook, be wanting to bash these dudes. But see, I'm younger than both of y'all. That's the kind of people I got on my timeline.
Mm.
That foolishness. And they about to get blocked.
Hmm.
Biggly, 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 biggly blocked. Block party. Black eyes, like Super said, black geometry. I'm about to block them because it be the same stuff over and over again, and then they allow this to happen. If you know this guy's not committed to, don't sit up here and trash him for you. Y'all, this might be personal to me because they really getting on my nerves. Don't you trash him, then you go right back to the same person. You are sitting up here and you're not knowing your worth, so you can't blame nobody but yourself for him making you look stupid because you letting him. Yeah, look, I digress. I'm,
she
Uh
she's
oh.
feeling
I'm
it.
gonna leave it out. I'm gonna leave
Feeling
it
it.
out.
Woo. Look, I think she wooed it. Look, that hit a nerve with that question, brother.
Hmm.
Cause they get on my nerves. Girl. Get on my nerves. Like, oh,
I,
you make me
I look at
sick.
social media and see the same crap though, and I'm like, it's crazy. This whole gender war type deal is that the lines have been blurred and people just is a free fall. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You should do this. You shouldn't do that. It's nobody has any rules anymore. So you know people making up as they go. They just making up things as they go, and it's like okay, nobody's gonna really commit because each person doesn't trust each other. So it's like okay.
Look, even in the comments, y'all can get it, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to behave tonight. Cause
Mhm.
I'm in a little pain right now. But I'm gonna let y'all have it. I should have went took the pain medicine so I don't wanna be on here all high and shit, man. Look.
Right?
It'll turn a
Cause
whole nother
baby.
show. Whole nother show.
Oh, we gonna get into that though. Baby, wait till next week when
Uh
we
I
get
was
into
going
cheating.
there.
oh. Uh oh. Uh oh.
Animals
Woo!
included.
Mm,
Not Noah's Ark, sus.
Alright,
mm.
I ain't gonna go there, y'all. Look, I ain't take my medicine. My shoulder hurt.
So let me say this: being in my 40s and looking at the way commitment was then and the way commitment is now, it's almost like the shit is obsolete now.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to be committed to one person. Everybody wants to be in entanglements.
Mhm.
But I
it's
don't,
like
entanglements cost for their lives. You playing with people's health.
True. Mhm.
What's wrong with being just committed to one person?
they out here
What's wrong
playing
with that?
Tetris, trying to make it fit. Fit. Stop playing Tetris.
Yeah.
Don't work like that.
Turn the block around. Turn the block around. Down.
Right,
That's it.
right.
Stop playing with people. People out here getting stabbed. They think that shit funny.
Mhm.
You know what, y'all? I was watching Investigation Discovery, y'all, and it's not just women; it's men too that are
Yeah,
killing people.
yeah, true. It's true.
You know, playing with people's feelings. But I mean, you know, like I say, commitment is different. You know, back then, you know, like in the 70s, people really actually wanted to work out their relationships.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People actually sat down and they talked about it. Yeah, did our grandfathers have outside children? Yes, they did. But I mean, but back then couples fought to stay together. Now, the first argument, I'm done. I don't want to deal with you no
That
more.
part.
I'm through. They run at the first sight of trouble. So I think, like you say, the lines are now blurred when it comes to commitment. It's not
Do
hard
we?
to
Are
be
we
committed to one
really
huh?
about to go there?
You know, it's hard to be committed to one person. I don't understand why people find it so hard to just stay with one person. It's not that hard. If this is this, let me say this in regards to commit. If this is not the person you want to commit to, don't waste. Stop wasting people's
Please
time.
don't waste time. Please.
Okay, I can kind of explain. Um, I can kind of explain why now, why it's not happening. So we got the
Okay.
social media, we got the social media effect, right?
Uh,
Everybody sees something better, and you can see it instantly. So you're always judging your mate by what you see on social media, and it's like, this nigga raggedy, this nigga ragged, or look at her,
Come on,
this right
preach.
here got a fat ass. This look at her ass. You always got something better in front of you 24/7 that you could look at. So back in the day, they didn't have that. All you had was what's in your neighborhood, and you was like, okay, I got the finest girl on the block. That's what it is. Or this one suits me. We get along together. Oh, that's what it is. You don't see nothing any better back in the day, but now everybody's better. And then everybody's capping on social media, so you don't know if it's real. So that's what we got.
That
And then
part.
too, no, brother, because we had Ebony magazine and Jet magazine. Because remember, everybody wanted somebody that looked like the Jet Beauty of the Week.
Yeah, but they weren't accessible. They weren't, they weren't really.
You're right. You're right.
Everybody's Instagram model now, as far as a female, and every dude is balling, holding money up to his ear on social media. So
Looking all dirty.
Right.
yeah,
Looking all
That's
dirty.
almost. I think I made a. Sis, was that me and you that was talking? No, I made a post and I say people are not who they post.
To be.
Post to be.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Have it
Everybody
on
can be
mixing
whoever they want to be.
camouflage and stuff. We're lost. I'm sorry. Let the church say
We getting it
amen.
in tonight. Sis was ready for this
I told
conversation
y'all I'm
tonight.
in pain. I'm about to go be a bill because look, I see some comments that I want to address.
oh, oh,
I go off on everybody right about now.
mm,
Oh Lord. Come on, Jesus. Be the fence. Be the fence tonight,
Oh
Jesus. Come
Jesus,
on.
be the gate. Be the gate.
Please
yeah,
be the gate around her mouth tonight, sis. I mean,
sure.
God, Jesus. But I mean, but like you say, brother, social media has really blurred the lines in regards to commitment.
Mm-hmm,
It has really blurred the lines when it comes to commitment. You know, um, again, sis, that goes back to reality versus expectations.
mm-hmm.
Everybody wants remember at one point, brother, everybody had the Will and Jada goals.
Oh yeah. That was relationship goals for a second
Right.
until
So
entanglement.
we need to talk about entanglements.
I don't think they know what that means. They don't know what that means. Y'all can hear me
Brothers,
good now
herbalist
here?
say taking some THC and don't go off.
At this point, I need something. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I need this.
Yeah,
I
we can
need
hear
some.
you.
Please stop that.
We is just
THC,
too
what is that?
goofy. So I mean, whoo, brother, this one is for you. I love this question. When I came up with this question, I was like, hmm. I really kind of pondered over this question, but I was like, I got my big brother coming on here with me tonight,
Mhm.
and my big brother, I know he's gonna preach it to us. So what do you
Mm.
think? Who has the harder time committing, men or
Ah,
women? Sis, brother, I want you to hold that.
okay.
What?
You know what? Let me answer it, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's do that. Let's do that, cause I always put y'all on the spot.
Mhm.
Who? Who do I think has the harder time committing?
Okay, let me go get my
You know
Kleenex.
what? Let me stop playing with this. Let me open the phone lines up.
Mhm.
Let open the phone lines up. I need some callers. Y'all
But
call in and answer that question.
I want to answer it. I say, can I answer it, please? And then we can go around in circle before I go off again. Okay, so um, I would say men.
Mhm.
Here's why, because it brings me to again our conversation, but reality TV. Okay, so you with this girl, she cute, nice size, whatever. But then you find another girl, and some men think like this, and I'm not gonna say all men, because they have some really mature men out here. Oh, she have a big booty, she cute in the face, hair. Don't get me started on hair. They childish, but like I say, I'm younger, and I've experienced that, which is perfectly fine, and that's why that ain't your baby.
What the hell? Where did it just go? I need the cliff notes. Hold on. What the hell? What,
Wait,
where did that come from?
Shout out to my ex.
Oh, oh, damn. Oh, okay. We throwing shots. We throwing shots. I wish I had a sound thing for bullets. Damn gunshot.
That's why they ain't your baby. Because you
Oh,
want to go with the one who had the big booty.
oh God. Oh God.
You know. Hair. She
Oh,
had some nice hair. It was curly. But guess
oh,
what? Your baby hair don't look like that.
oh.
So, you got other issues. Congratulations. That's not your baby. Like, okay, I'm done, y'all. I'm sorry.
where is we need where the
Who sound?
sound effects at?
I don't have it. I was looking for shots. I was looking for something.
Who was fired at you? Look, I mean, not you, brother Will, but whoo, 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 Lord, baby, I need a glass of
Mm-hmm.
wine.
Mm.
That's
Mm-mm.
not your baby.
Whoo.
You are not the father.
Okay, so I got the phone lines open. Y'all call it. I want to know who has the harder time committing. Me, I'm gonna say women.
That's what it was. That's what.
Look at how Charlamagne said, "Give me
Woo.
one of the DJ Clue bounce off in here."
Yeah,
That's what it
okay.
was.
Ooh, Lord. I'm gonna say women
Okay.
have a
What?
harder time
Okay.
committing.
Okay. Go ahead. Explain.
I'm gonna say, let me see. Why do I think women? And this is not to disparage men and their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but we as women, we've been hurt so much. We don't trust men. You know what I'm saying? Because we become comfortable in certain types of relationships. And so when you find that one man that does everything that you want him to do, you like um it's almost like you're waiting on him to mess up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm because I'm gonna speak for me.
Mhm.
In my previous relationships, I was was faithful, never cheated, but like you say, sis, I got burned. I got messed over in the end. So it made it harder for me to jump into another relationship and be able to fully commit to someone else. Even though
So
this, particular person, he was doing everything. Go ahead.
I don't find that as being hard to commit. That's you having trust issues. And I don't think that is like, okay, it could play a part of the problem, but it's not necessarily you having trust issues. I'm saying commitment issue is trust issue. You want to commit, but you're just scared that you're gonna get hurt. That's where the trust issues come in. I won't say that's a commitment issue.
Mhm.
So me personally,
But
I believe that's more of trust. You don't commit because you're scared, and that's understandable because you got trust issues because of you was scarred, you was burnt. I had trust issues for a long time,
Mhm.
but it didn't stop me. I didn't let my trust issues stop me from committing. But I mean, I don't blame that on commitment, but that's your personal experience.
but commitment, but being able to commit to somebody, you have to be able to trust them. You have to be able to trust that person. You have to be able to say that you're able to trust this person wholeheartedly. You're able to trust this person fully. And I couldn't. So it made it very difficult for me to commit. I could have been married, but I fully now that I'm older and I'm in my 40s, I know what to look for and what not to look for. And like I say, I know what I'm willing to give and what I'm willing to receive in order to fully be able to commit to somebody. And like I said, I had to heal. I had to go, I had to mend a lot of pain that I carried. So that had a lot to do with me being able to commit. But I mean, for women, I think it's harder for them to commit.
Mhm. Um, I
What you
think
think, brother?
I think no, and that's a personal thing. I think women as a whole will commit. Well, even if they're not ready, they will commit if the right situation comes along. I would say men because men won't commit even if the right situation go along because um, men are visual creatures. We're built two different ways. Men look for the looks. Um, this is with the social media. It's a big thing about hypergamy, right? Women want to date up. They want something out. A lifestyle that's above their lifestyle. So they're looking for that. The chance of a woman finding that are kind of slim. So they will commit to whatever's on their level at some point. But men, you're always going to find another chick better than the one you got, tomorrow, or today, whatever. You'll find her tomorrow. You find another one better than that one the next day. So, as far as committing, I think men have a harder problem because they think the next best thing is out there as far as looks, as far as sex, as far as the freakiness, on that level. So, I think men don't commit as quick as women do.
And I think a lot of people could be in relationships and not be in relationships. I
Hmm.
believe that shit is possible. Like you could sit there, you know how they say, I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
Hmm.
You could sit up here and be
Hmm.
like, you could be in a relationship. I can commit to you, but I don't have to trust you.
Hmm.
So, it fuck,
Which
it's just
is
all
not
over the
fully.
place.
It's not fully committing, and what it does, it sets up it sets up grounds that it's going to fail on. I mean,
Fair.
it's
Like
going
what you
to fail.
say, actually. Yeah, makes sense.
It's doomed. It's doomed from the jump because you don't fully trust that person. You're just doing something in hopes of it's going to be good. It's going to turn out good, and what you're doing, you're going to make the man do more of the work because you're holding back, and vice versa. If it's the man that's not fully ready to commit, he just doing it because you're a trophy to him. You a bad female. You a trophy. You that got that look or whatever. Uh, he's just gonna take you as that. He's not gonna respect you. He's not gonna, not gonna truly fully commit, because he's looking for the next best thing.
Or he's or he's too busy trying to reach back to the past.
All right.
What you think about that?
Um, I personally, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh,
No.
that hit something again.
Since you going on mute, baby.
No. I'm
Woo!
about to sit here. I'm about to...
You hitting like she getting gut punches over there. Oh damn. Now, I mean, I personally,
You just
I
have
don't
to stay
say it
with
again.
us on show. Stay with us after the show.
Oh, okay.
And that one there will
She'll
that
go off.
one there, baby. That these
No,
are
no,
not personal shots.
oh, well, personally, I don't reach back. I don't, once I got through a situation, there's a reason why I'm not in that situation anymore. In my past, okay, personal thing. In my past, I've did that, and I got a son, a 21-year-old son now. So that happened. That happened. So that'll
Uh-oh.
be look. No, don't do it. I touched the fire. Damn it, no, I'm not doing that no more. So that's a personal thing. That's why I don't do it. But I mean, I'm sure men do that. If it's accessible to them, they would do it.
So I guess sort of say like why be in a relationship if you're gonna continue to reach back to the past? Why say you're committed to somebody
Mhm,
and you still reaching back to the past? And that's same with women too,
mhm.
sis. Oh, the bean.
she she didn't loud out on your ass.
Can we
you,
just
you know why they come back? Because
Oh,
sometimes what they had, they realize
mm,
it was better than what they at now. Like I said, they go over there and they digging them the panties and get brush burns from that dry carpet, and then they sit up here and they just won't,
not dry cough.
can we get that
Yeah, we can
music
go.
one more time? Can we get them sound effects one more time?
Oh Lord, she just shooting up everywhere. Just shooting
Oh,
her.
fix it,
Just shooting.
Jesus.
Just shooting.
I know, brother. This one here, baby. This one right here. She.
I ain't doing nothing.
Mm, mm,
Some people
mm,
just need
mm.
to know.
I really, honestly, you know what, y'all? I really just don't. I'm still gonna say women though. Who has
Mhm,
a harder time committing? I'm still gonna say women though. I'm still gonna say women. I'm
You, we have our ways. It could probably be 50-50. Some men have their reasons. Sometimes it be stupid reason.
mhm,
so,
But
brother.
mhm,
So let me ask you this, brother, and you don't have to divulge anything personal. Now that you're in your late 40s
mhm.
and still looking good, my brother look good, y'all.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, what made you, you know what I'm saying, like decide and say, you know what, I'm ready to commit?
I think because of the social media aspect, it's what everybody else is doing. I never did what everybody else did, so I did enough. I feel, and this it's just wild out here. It's too much going on. I don't want to have any more kids. I am very capable of having kids, so I don't want to have any more children. Um, you get all these personalities that you deal with, and it's how people what you call it, multiple personalities. Think about having a bunch of women. They all have, they're doing this. You got all those voices, and it becomes too much. So, um, in my older age, I want to simplify myself, just simplify things around me. Um, yeah, I agree, Herbalist. That social media is the death of relationships. So, I tend to look away from that. I don't want to have anything to do with what everybody else is doing.
Right. And I'm like that. You know, I've said, so let me ask you this, brother. How do you feel about, and which you're married, so I can't ask you this question, but if you were single, how do y'all feel about dating the old fashioned way and not finding stuff off of social media? Because I'm to the point now, my next relationship, I don't want nobody out of men off of social media. I'm the old fashioned way.
I'm not against, like, dating sites and all. I'm not against that because you can you can see you can see more people. Like, you're more accessible to people, but you have to be the type of person that can weed through the bullshit. Everybody is not capable of doing that. Um, like, okay, I'm gonna use myself for example. I'm looking through social media, I'm looking whatever, and I see a female, right? It's certain things that
Okay.
just I can't. First of all, if every picture you got ever so many pictures, your back is to me. When you're showing your ass, okay, nah, I don't want to. You want attention. You want your folks to be on your ass, and then you're getting a bunch of eggplant pics because you're putting you're sexualizing yourself. You're putting yourself out there, and I want somebody more low key, down to earth. Somebody that um don't care about this social media clout or fame or stuff. They don't care about it. It's not what they live for. Some people. I was about to say women, but men do it too. But because I deal with women, I'm gonna say women. Women put themselves out there, and it's dopamines in their brain, right? When they get likes, when they get hearts and comments, it releases dopamines
Oh,
in their brain.
yeah.
First thing do in the morning, okay, I'm gonna post a pic, and they get all these likes and they feel good about themselves, right? As a man, you can't compete with that shit. Like, you cannot compete with that social media feeling they get, because what's going to happen, you have to do this all day long. You have to hit them up all day long, give them attention all day long, and it's too much. So you have to understand, if a woman is posting all the time, pics all the time, she's feeding off that high, that attention high,
Mm.
uh, and that's a red flag to me. So in my old age, that's what I look for. I look for red flags. And when I don't see the red flag, I'm like, okay, let me see what she's really about.
Okay. What about you? Married?
Wait, your phone with I'm married by what?
I say, okay, even though you're married,
Uh-huh.
okay, so when it came, so let me back up and let me say this. So when you met your future husband, I mean, we know you met him off of social media. We know you met him on Facebook. Would you have met him off of social media, or are you for or against people, like he say, dates and stuff like that? If
Let
you
me get
weren't married.
old fashioned. Hold on, I gotta take a deep breath on this one. I'm not against people dating old fashioned, but when you in New Orleans, it's the same old stuff. So I didn't want to date nobody in New Orleans. So me him on Facebook was kind of like, and actually me him was a breath of fresh air. It was something different for me. Even though men gonna be men, it could have went either left or right, but I just wanted someone new because, like New Orleans is small. Somebody dating somebody.
Hmm.
So I didn't want to do that. So it's like I took that risk because catfish, people crazy. So I took that risk. I thank God he wasn't crazy, but I just wanted something different. So I definitely would have did it the way I did it. If only I was able to get out of New Orleans and just go date, I would have been fine. But it was convenient for me to meet him on Facebook, talking trash in sports groups. That's it. So I'm not against that, but if you want me somebody different, then yeah.
And I know right now with COVID is not allowing us to be great. So, we can't go out, and socialize in an actual physical setting. But, I don't knock anybody that if y'all do Christian mingles and black people meet and all of that. I just now going forward, I want to meet someone outside of social media. I don't want another Hollywood dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that. And when I say Hollywood, let me explain that for the ones that don't understand when I say Hollywood. I don't want a dude that has to be seen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like you, big brother. You want somebody that's kind of low key, kind of chill. That's what I want now. I don't want that lives and breathes social media, that they have to get on social media. I don't want a man like that no more.
Yeah, it's showing off for
I
the
mean,
camera. Showing every
I
time
don't.
they do something, they got to post what they doing.
Right. So big brother. So let me ask you this, because I had a conversation with somebody about this a couple weeks ago. Do you think that shows that you're committed to somebody when you post your relationship on social media?
Um, no, yeah, yeah. I mean, I do feel I do feel that it shows everybody, and some people like that, some people don't. Some people like to be more private with their stuff, and some people want to tell the world. I mean, I have no problem either way. Um, if you're happy and you want to share your happiness, then it's cool. But some people, think I'm shitting on these hoes and all of. When you have so much energy behind why you're doing something, then it's a problem. That's my thing is always, why are you doing something? Why are you doing it? If it's something out of pure place, then yeah, sure, do it.
Well, I just want y'all to know that when I pop up with my bae, my picture and keep moving. Don't comment. Don't do nothing.
I'm definitely commenting.
Let me see this. Y'all not gonna know until I jump up with an engagement ring.
Y'all just like that, you're gonna jump out the
That's
closet then
how y'all
today?
gonna know. That's all y'all gonna know.
And you're gonna be all
That's
up.
all y'all gonna know. When y'all see, matter
Right.
of fact, when y'all get the invitation in the mail to the wedding, that's what y'all gonna. That's all y'all gonna get. When y'all get y'all invitations in the mail, damn, we didn't even know she was dating nobody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bingo. That's how it's gonna be. So to all the social media people, when y'all see me pop up in my wedding gown,
Don't say nothing.
just a picture and keep moving.
Just keep it moving.
That's it, baby. Just heart the picture and keep it rolling. Just heart it and keep it rolling. I don't want that. What we didn't know, I know y'all didn't know. But no, but let me tell y'all who my bae is, y'all. I got a new boo girl. His name is Alvin Kamara.
I
Up.
knew you was
He is
about to
number
go there.
41 for the New Orleans
I knew you was
Saints.
about to go there.
Mm.
My bae is opening up a brand new it is called, let me get back to y'all on the name of the bar. Okay. In New Orleans, it's something sweet. I got to get with bae. Hold up. Let me check in with him real quick. But yes, y'all know Alvin Kamara is my husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm manifesting that, okay? I'm gonna be committed to number 41
That's what you're gonna do.
for the New Orleans Saints.
Does he know?
He don't know yet.
Mm.
He gonna know when I get to Atlanta though.
Okay, he gonna know when. Okay,
He gonna know.
when they come visit
He
Atlanta.
gonna know when I get to Atlanta. He's from Norcross. He went to North. He graduated from North High School.
Mm-hmm.
He splits his time between Atlanta and New Orleans. So I got to go. But just so y'all know, Alvin Kamara is my new bae. So y'all know,
Okay.
I'm now officially in a relationship. I am off the market. Alvin Kamara is bae. I'm fully committed to number 41. Yep.
Okay.
Well, as long as you give me
No, let
some
me stop
pictures.
playing with you.
Thank you for
I am
that.
still single for the 99 and the 2000. Hey. And I'm not looking. Right now, I'm just committed to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm just committed to me. So let me ask you, sis. Herbalist say, I want to go. He say, I'm coming in there and jigging. I know it.
Oh, you
Come
from
on.
Baton Rouge. You be jigging. I got that jigger juice. I got that jigger juice.
Baton Rouge.
Right, right. Herbalist always tunes in with us.
Oh damn, damn.
Well, let me
Talk
tell
about
you
your bay. You talk
something.
about your bay.
Let me tell you
Say
something.
this about, let me say this about number 41. He is fully committed, and I'm fully committed to him. We are not talking about football right now because everyone knows the Atlanta Falcons are trash. That's why I told him
Dumpster
to close the
fire.
book. Throw your whole
That,
team away.
Oh damn.
Throw the whole
your
team away.
girlfriend.
Throw it away.
And your girlfriend.
Throw the whole team away. Throw all the Atlanta Falcons. He may have got a concussion, but his bae was there to take care of him. Don't worry, he's good.
Nursing back to help.
He's good. AK-41 is good because he's got his new bae to come and take care of him. Okay? His new bae.
It's Falcons.
Right. No one cares about the Atlanta Falcons. No one cares. Anywho, on to a better conversation. So, brother.
Yo.
So, commitment, baby. Y'all know we got to pick up on part 2 come Thursday. So, you know we're going to finish this conversation on Thursday.
Okay.
Y'all know that,
Okay.
brother. So, and sis, what are y'all regards on commitment? What do y'all regard? Do you think it's a beautiful thing?
I think it's gorgeous if you can commit to one person because too
Let's take
many.
out the social media.
Mhm. Okay. Well, so first of
Let's
all,
eliminate the social media when it comes to commitment.
you said one person, so I've been following a bunch of people, right? So commitment looks like many things. I've been following the polygamy people, the poly people, and they're committed to two, and they have commitments also. It just looks a different way. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
it's 2021. Whatever you set up in your relationship is what you set up in your relationship. So if they can do it, they can do it. I don't knock nobody from doing what they do. I don't know if I can do it like that. Would I try?
Man, brother, do you know what happens when you be
Would I try?
double dipping? That throws off a woman's pH
Yeah,
balance.
yeah. Well, yeah, it do. It do, but there's ways to get around it. There's all you could be. There's ways to do things. If you want to do it, you can do it. Just put it that way. 2021,
See, and
everything.
that led me to my other stuff because there's too many stuff being passed around out here. So when you're committing to one person, I think that's a good thing. Don't be passing no beetle juice and crab juice and all that shit, and nobody want that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so okay. This is the thing, right? If we want to talk about commitment, we're going to talk about where did we come from with this? Back in the day, like back before we got to America, nobody was committed like this. So this is an American construct. This is Western. This is Western civilization. We're committing to one person.
Civilization.
Yeah, monogamy is a Western construct. It's not. It wasn't
Mm.
back in the day. Even back in the kings and queens in Europe, they wasn't. They had a queen, but they still had other concubines, and they did what they did. It's always been this way, and people act like it. This is something new, like side pieces is something new. This always been the case,
I don't like to share.
and I understand that. But that's if it wasn't for America, for your people being slaves and coming over here and being given certain things, you wouldn't have had a second thought about that. In Africa, we used to run around Africa, you wouldn't have had a second thought about that. Terrible, if anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing at. my goodness.
This thing here. So, but but he right. But y'all do know in those other countries, they do still have
Yeah,
concubines.
yeah. And it works for them. I
I'm like you.
you said what?
I'm like you, sis. Like I'm not sharing with nobody. Like if I can't have you all to myself, I don't want you. Period.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm
I'm
not
not
pushing
sharing.
that lifestyle. I'm not pushing that lifestyle. I'm just saying for the people listening that, it's I've been seeing a lot of, black people because when I used to look at stuff, it wasn't black people at one point. People like, oh, that's white people doing that, and
Mm,
that's whatever. No, it's black. It's groups. It's groups of black people practicing this. Poly groups, poly
right.
whatever, and I think with the newer generation, they're more open to this, and we might see this even more so because of the fact that people think relationships are hard or commitment is hard with one person. Um, they don't want to go through the ups and downs. They think if you have another person, then if this one ain't acting right, then okay, we could
Then I
we
can go to
have
this
this one, I
person.
go this one.
That's almost like that's like being a side chick.
Yeah, but each person knows. So there's a such thing called, and the reason I'm speaking on this right is because we did a show. Me and my sister did a show, and we had Polly, a black chick. She was in a poly lifestyle, and we had a Hispanic female. She was in a poly lifestyle, and there's a such thing as a oh god, I can't remember the term. So ethical. I'm sorry, ethical people that poly ethical, and they have non-ethical poly. Basically, the ones that ethical, they tell each partner about the other person, and
Okay.
the non-ethical is they don't tell them about it. So basically that's the side piece, the one that the other one don't know about, but they know they're poly, but they don't tell them their partner about who this person is. Maybe the partner doesn't want to know. Maybe it's not that they're hiding it, the partner just doesn't want to know. Yeah, I know you're doing things out in the street, I know you practice poly lifestyle, but I don't want to know anything about her or him or whatever. So it's been happening since beginning of time. We just act like it wasn't a thing. We bought into the European way of doing things and got away from our ancestors.
And like herbalist just said, he
Yeah,
say
I agree.
poly
I agree.
ancient practice.
Hmm.
Excuse me, from the black community, he say that's how men build their tribes.
Hmm. That's how we had power back in the day. Family was a big component of how black men had power. They when they had their family structure. Each woman bore them. It might bore them girls, but you're gonna have sons, and that became the army. The people that took care of the village or whatever. So so I have two different mindsets on that. Um, One mindset, as far as today, is that we need to build stronger families. In order to do that, we have to be willing to, commit to each other, reach across, communicate with each other. And then my other mindset is that because of the numbers being so off and females being so Atlanta is like 17-1. 17 to
Mm,
1. So because of
right,
that, right? Because of the numbers being off, if we would practice some kind of poly lifestyle, and this is not popular. I'm not saying it's popular, even that I buy into. This is how I think, right? I'm thinking about one portion, and I'm thinking about extreme as far as results, trying to get results.
right,
So, if we practice a poly lifestyle, being that you have a strong male that is, he's the epitome of a strong man, masculine. He's about his business. Um, Financial, he's a protector, provider, all this stuff. And then you have these women that have children because everybody have kids now. So
mm,
they need a role model, a father role model. This becomes his unit, right?
okay,
Two, 1, 2, 3, whatever. That becomes his unit. And then think about the kids being raised under this strong man. think about the kids being raised and the next generation seeing that, okay, this strong male role model, and what kind of effect would it have? We already know what the effect is now of not having a man in the household. We've seen this for what, 30 years?
40
So
years.
yeah, something like that, 30, 40 years. So, if that could be shown in some kind of study or something, how that would look, I think that would give, if everybody's willing, like we know black women, we already know, black women, we y'all ain't having that shit. We already know that. But I'm just saying, in a study, how would that look for the next generation? What kind of outcome would we have?
Hmm.
You know, it's just something I ponder over sometimes.
And and that's something I'm curious about, because like you say, that poly life, that polygamy life is now being glamorized now.
Mhm.
They've gone a step now beyond being side chicks
Mhm.
and mistresses. Now they're, let's do this polish, this polish shit.
Mhm.
I can't do it. I mean, I don't knock anybody. You know, if that's the type of lifestyle you want to live, if that's what you're committing to, by all means, but not for me.
Mhm.
I'm a one woman man. Herbalists say Atlanta depopulating so many gays. He says it's an agenda.
So the it's always been an agenda to get rid of the black man. It's always been an agenda to get the black man out the house. Um, the agenda that you might be speaking on is masculinity to um, and I'm not saying,
De-emasculate.
yeah, I'm not saying that there's an agenda to demasculate men, because when people say that, they're trying to say, oh, it's people trying to go out there and make men gay. No, that's not happening. No, what I'm saying is the agenda is not to show masculine men. If you notice on TV shows, you won't see any strong black male role models on TV shows. You hardly ever see that.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of, unless it's an action role, you'll see an action role. But if it's something about family, a strong father, you hardly ever see that. You won't see that hardly. But you'll see the other what he's speaking on. You'll see that, and to show it's the norm. And artists, art imitates life and life imitates art. So like I said, that's been the struggle that we've had. And I think that's why part of the reason we're where we at is everything, social media, TV, all that. It's showing us images that um people are buying into. And I'm not saying, I'm the LGBTQIA, I'm good with them, live your life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a problem. You being who you are is not a problem to me, or I don't think it's a problem to a lot of men. It's the fact that they feel like men don't have a voice anymore because people are putting the light on alternative lifestyles, to
Mm.
where we have a younger generation won't see a strong black man. You remember good times. If you didn't have a strong black man in your house, you had James Evans. You had
Right.
James Evans that you could look at and be like, oh, that's a man right there. He ain't gonna. You had that image. We don't have that today, I don't think, and I can't
And
think
then
of any. Do I?
and
I
then
don't.
that showed a committed relationship as well
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know
They
what
they
I'm
were together
saying?
thick and thin. Thick and thin. They were together.
James
Black family.
Evans, right? Family Matters.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, um, what else we had? The Cosby Show. Um, what else? What I'm trying to think of some other black shows.
Yeah, herbalist, I definitely agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. There were studies about that, about the fact of what you put in food, and having certain preservatives in food and how it does. You got boys with breasts now. Boys getting breasts, and females facial hair at a young age. So I really agree with that. The food that we intake is doing something to us on a cellular level.
mm. Hey, Roni. Hey, girl. Hey, boo. But yeah. So I mean, he says the chemical warfare. We definitely gonna tap into that, in regards to alternative lifestyles. We're definitely gonna tap into that. But
Mhm.
just to kind of go back to what you were saying, brother, just like less than 2 minutes ago, the media, social media, TV, things like that don't promote committed relationships anymore.
Mhm.
What do you think?
No, they
Do
don't.
you agree or disagree?
So no, I agree. I agree. So it see, and when we start talking about that, one thing leads to the next thing. It leads back to what Brother Johnson was saying. It all leads back to the same thing, and it goes back to breaking up the black family. It all goes back to that. This has been the agenda since the '60s. Uh,
Mm,
black when you had so okay, so the mindset of your average person in power that's white, the white person in power is they fear nothing, but they fear being the minority. They fear losing
okay.
power. So that's why since the '60s it's been, and see this we're about to go down a rabbit hole, and I can talk
Right.
about this all night. I could literally talk about this all night and put in the timeline because this is what I think about. How
Mm-hmm.
do we arrive at this point? Um, let's talk about the fact that during this all the timeline during the '60s, think about how it happened. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, all destroyed. Right at that time, they were all destroyed. They're strong black men. Same thing with Willie Lynch. The Willie Lynch thing. If you take the strongest of
Mm.
black men and you tear him down in front of the community, nobody else will try to take his place because they don't. They fear the repercussion. So that's
Fred
why.
Hampton.
Yeah, Fred Hampton. Yeah, they're gonna have a movie about that. Did you?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Judas
So
and the Black Messiah.
yeah, Judas and Black Messiah. Correct.
February 12th. Y'all better tune in and watch that.
So
That's gonna be an
after
amazing movie.
after the tear down of black men, right? And this is something women don't like to hear me say. Yeah, I've had
Come
arguments
on.
within I've had arguments within my own like group of circle of females and people that close to me. Um, during the '60s, during the late '60s, they pushed the feminist movement, and that was part of the problem because there's the feminist movements for white women, and they came
Yes.
talk to sisters and got y'all on board when the sisters were supposed to been. It was all about family at that time. The government, the media push that because we can't be focused on the Black Power movement because we don't want people to buy into that. So okay, we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna push women power, women empowerment, and I've always talked about this, and like me and a friend of mine used to debate this all the time. You always think it's a woman's fault. No, I'm not saying it's a woman's fault. I'm saying it's the issue with the movement. It's not women, it's not black women that I'm blaming, it's the movement. They bought into a movement that was not for them. And the family suffered because of that. And Angela Davis speaks on this, right? So we had
Right.
back and forth, and Angela Davis said, and I sent her that video, and she was like, I'm sick of you. I'm like, okay, but we've talked about this, and I don't just talk about stuff I don't know about or I don't research first. Um, I can't remember the other lady. There's another lady that spoke on this also about the agenda that Brother Johnson's talking about and how it was an undermining of the black man has the power the black man has in his household. It's an undermining of that so we can get women to head of household because y'all raise the kids. If y'all
Mm.
raise the kids a certain way, then okay, we can destroy the black family. We don't have any more strong black men.
So
And
is
it,
this so in regards to what you just said, that ties into the
Tarzan,
Tarja Ali. That's her
there you go,
name.
there you go, there
Oh,
you
I
go.
love her.
Thank you, Brother Johnson.
I love her. Um, that goes back into women being able to submit.
It's Shashra Ali. That's what it is. Uh, yeah, Shashra Ali. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's the one that wears
yeah,
the big
Sh-
earrings and that.
yeah.
I know who you're talking about. She was on
Shiraza Ali or Shashra or something.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
She
But
she she wrote a book in the '90s, like in '91. She wrote a book.
and that I mean everything that y'all are speaking that brings us to where we are today. That brings us exactly where we are today. You know, unfortunately, but it's true.
No, it is. It's a hit button top. It is. I agree with you, Roni. It's one of them topics, but the thing is, because people get triggered, because women get triggered in this, right? It will never get solved. We will never solve that
Right.
issue because they get triggered as soon as they hear the word. And the way to fix something is not to run from it. You have to face it, and you have to battle it out, go back and forth, debate the situation, um, and that's it is what it is.
But that's, and that's what I mean when I say, I don't mind pushing the envelope.
Hmm.
I don't mind
Hmm.
ripping the band-aid off and allowing that sort of fully heal. And that's what I meant when I say herbalist. The balance of respect for each other makes a great commitment.
Hmm.
There you go. So that's why it's everything, and it's so ironic that even though the conversation drifted off, it still ties back to where we are today.
Yeah, yeah.
It still ties back to that in regards to even on your show when we were talking about submission.
Hmm.
You know, why is it hard for women to submit? Because we were taught, woe is me. You are this, you are that. We stopped because, like you say, they started to de-emasculate the black man. So now the black woman had to take on the role of being the man and the woman.
Yeah, I agree, Ronnie. It
You
can be a
right,
beautiful,
Roni.
it can be a beautiful thing. Um, like, and people say this. I've heard this said. There's a power in submission, right? Um,
Yes.
Men submit to their women, but women don't never. They never acknowledge that because the way men submit to me is they they give up their power, some of their power. Um, when a woman says something, he jumps to do it because he loves that woman. It's what women don't usually do. Men don't usually do that. They don't move for anybody if they're in a certain place. I know who I am. I'm a strong black man. I'm not moving whatever. I don't have to. But if a woman tell him and she's feminine and she says something and it's going to mean something to her, oh, he's going to move a mountain for your ass.
Right.
But women
And
will never
vice
get
versa.
that because they
And vice
refuse to
versa.
submit. Yeah, it's vice versa. But the thing is, women will never get to that point because they refuse to submit. They refuse to be feminine with a man. They see him, they want to be as hard as a man, and you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's like, all right,
Boom.
if I can,
Boom.
okay. Well, there's four more behind you that might be the one that's going to do that.
It's like I read a meme today, y'all. And I don't know who posted it. Somebody say, can y'all bring back the feminine women? Because we tired of these no limit soldiers.
Hey,
But
hey,
I couldn't
I
disagree with it
no,
more.
I
I
agree
mean,
with
I
that.
mean, I couldn't agree with it more. I absolutely agreed with it because, like you say, now and like you say, and like Roni was saying, submission is so misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And that's for men and women. People misconstrue what submission means. Now all of a sudden, everybody wants Nipsey Hussle, Lauren London relationship goals because she was able to submit. Me and you, we spoke on this, and I was
Mhm,
saying, if I'm gonna submit to you, can I be safe with you? You're
mhm,
you're you're my safe place. You're my sanctuary, and vice versa. That goes back to what you were saying earlier in the conversation, brother. When it comes to submission, are we a team?
mhm,
Or you could be comfortable with me, and I could be comfortable with you.
mhm.
I don't mind. I don't mind being submissive, but at the end of the day, if we're gonna be submissive to each other, we have to be able to lead one another. I have to pick, like you say, I have to pick up off of your vibes. You have to pick up off of mine.
Mhm.
You know, so it's okay to submit, black women. Okay,
So you
take
say
those Timberlands off sometime and put some heels on.
Not Timberlands.
stumping with the big dogs.
That
So
that part, it's okay. And I'm not saying submit to every man, but find you one that y'all are on one accord, and it's okay to submit. We as black women, we have to allow these men to be men. And we don't. And to you black men, I'm sorry if I've never allowed you to be a man. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Some of these black women, they're not ready to hold themselves accountable.
And I, you know what, I applaud you for that. You know, the whole thing about accountability, right? It's supposed to happen on both sides. Um, everybody wants to hold a black man accountable. Everybody on this planet wants to hold a black man accountable. Once
It
again,
fits the
back to
narrative.
yeah, because it fits the narrative. Yeah, because it fits the narrative. Go back to Sister Ali book in '91, right? She spoke on that way back in '91. That's 30 years ago. I graduated in
Mm-hmm.
'91. That's 30 years ago. 30-year anniversary. 30-year what you call them this year. Um,
Right.
and she wrote that book, and still to this day, sisters, you're holding yourself accountable for the things that the things that's going on in your personal life. Not saying everybody. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
Miss Kesh. I don't know, whatever her, but I'm just saying as a whole. When I'm talking about women, I'm talking about in general or what I see now on social media. Um, a lot of people want to blame other things other than looking at themselves. Um, I'm a man. I pick a woman, right? I pick her based on whatever information I have, based on whatever I see. If that
Mm-hmm.
goes wrong, I got to be accountable for the fact I picked the wrong woman. That's my
Right.
accountability. I
Right.
shouldn't have been looking at just the looks. I should have been looking at her mindset, her characteristics, her
Those
character, her
seasons.
character.
You should have
Yeah,
been looking at her seasons.
yeah, and all the seasons. So the same thing with a woman. When a woman says it, oh, well, he wasn't the person, he changed up, he tricked me, he didn't, it's a whole bunch of excuses to what happened. And to me, what I always say is like, okay, so what happened last man? Well, this is it. What happened last man? What happened last? And it's all these when it lines up, it's like, okay, it's a bunch of excuses. No, it's not the men that happen, it's your choice in men that happen. It's the fact
Hey,
that you didn't do your correct vetting process. You were looking at the face value of somebody, and that can always change. The face value is going to change because he's showing you what he wants you to see. It's your
oh
duty as
yeah.
a woman to dig deep and to see what's going on. And I know y'all women could do it because if a man cheats on y'all find that shit out pronto, ASAP. Y'all would dig into a man's shit and find out what's going on with him and who he cheated with and where she stayed and everything else. Got our social media.
Call me Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, that y'all would do it. So why not do it up front beforehand to get better results?
And like I say, and I can only speak for me. You know, I saw the signs in the beginning of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I still submitted,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever he wanted. But then it was like, really, really, dude, like this what we doing? Then it became a game thing. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was almost like a tit for tat type of thing. Nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that. You know what I'm saying? You see the signs from the beginning. We got to hold ourselves accountable, women, for the choices that we made. You knew the man wasn't up front. You stayed. So don't complain about it, women. Because trust and believe, baby. Whatever he's done to me, he's gonna do to you.
I'm out of water on that note.
That's, I mean, like I say, I hold myself accountable for the things that happened to me because I saw it in the beginning, but oh, he's gonna change, it's gonna be better. Shh. It went from bad to worse. So some of them women, brother, they not ready to have that conversation. But again, the reason that women don't do it because it's easy to point the finger at men because, like I say, if it's the narrative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always the black man is evil. He's bad. Black men. Okay, I'm gonna speak to black men now because I've said something about black women. I want to be fair. Black men, I want you to stop fitting the narrative. I want y'all black men that fits the narrative to stop doing that shit, because it's going to come a time to where you're going to want to do better, and you've brought down the image of all black men because of what you're doing. You know, so if you be better, who are black women going to point to if you be better? You know, be accountable for your own actions too.
Mm, that part. And on that note, we're gonna roll off into our final thoughts for tonight because don't forget, y'all, part two Thursday, we're gonna finish talking about commitment because I got a couple of more questions to ask in regards to commitment. So, sis, what's your final thoughts for tonight in regards to commitment, sis?
Do you have to get the
Ooh,
gunshots
please
ready?
don't get nasty. What
Do
you
I have to
say,
get the
brother?
guns? I say, do I have to get the gunshot ready? To go. Do I have to do that?
Please, go ahead. Crank it up. Come on. Trigger
Get it ready.
man.
Okay. I'm gonna get it ready. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh Lord,
So
please
go ahead.
play
Go ahead.
Trigger
Fire it
man. Oh Lord.
My final thoughts for tonight. I come to the people of Black Girl Interrupted just to tell you, if you're gonna commit, do it the right way. If you're gonna commit to a horse, a donkey, a firefly, whatever you want to commit to, you stay that way. Just do the right thing. Stay in your lane. Don't go back to your ex. She's happy, you know. If you want to date somebody with mixed match camouflage, do that. If you want to date someone who look like they sweat cow piss, do that. But don't just sling commitment around like it's a $2 hole on Tulane. Be and do the right thing. Y'all know I can't be serious. Look, I don't have nothing to
Lead
say
the hoes
about.
on chef. Lead the hoes on chef. Don't you bring the hoes from chef over here.
Nightstand.
Leave them at hustlers.
She's right around.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, he just took the oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord, I'd have got so weak over here because he just took the words right out of my mouth. Nobody wants anybody from she here.
She's take them. Don't keep messy. She's
Woo.
don't take.
That's my final thoughts. I was done.
Baby, leave him in the desire, Hill. Leave him in the desire. Oh Lord Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Oh Lord. Leave him in the Oh Lord. Leave him in the desire, baby. Leave him in the milk. We don't want nobody from the St. Thomas, Hill.
St. Thomas. No, not the St. Thomas. Not enunciation. Not over enunciation. No.
Hold up. If you have to wash it down with bleach, you keep that. Not every day you see a human walking around smelling like a cow, roach spray, and onions all mixed in one. So be faithful. Commit to the right person. If you gonna cheat, don't commit. Okay, I quit. I'm done.
You done? You done? Oh, you done? Okay, cool.
Oh, oh
Okay.
Jesus, I can't breathe. Okay.
My final
Oh
thought.
Lord. Oh
My
Lord. Okay,
final
let me
thought.
do my final thoughts, brother, because I'm gonna let you end this. Let me
Okay,
do
go
my
ahead. Go ahead.
final thoughts on commitment. Okay, so
She said she needs some THC and go to bed.
send me some. Cause baby, that CBD is not working here. Send me some THC. Look, I may have to call my neighbor downstairs and be like, girl, let's go and hit the block one time. Let's go hit the block, boo. Let's turn a circle or two. We got to get them the peach gob stoppers. That's the one we had. Oh, Anywho,
Okay, give me information.
anywho. So my final thoughts on commitment. Um, I have to piggyback off of what Lil said. If you're not ready to commit, then don't do it. You know, commitment is real now. You know, it's not the way it was. People don't take commitment and relationships seriously these days, and people are winding up hurt playing. So if you're not ready to be fully committed to somebody, then my advice to you, just be single. Like me. Be single. If you're homeless and you need somewhere to stay, just say that. I mean, that's why some people get in committed relationships because they homeless. Mute me back.
Mute your back. Okay.
But I'm saying, some people get into committed relationships for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna be committed to somebody, be committed to somebody wholeheartedly and not play.
Mm-hmm.
I can be for real though, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I had to play. But on a for real note, if you are, be committed. If commitment is not what you're searching for, then you need to make that known up front and stop playing with people. If you're homeless and you just need a new address, and let's just see that. Be upfront. Tell people what you want up front, and don't let people and don't string people along when all the while you're still trying to dig in your treasure box. That's all I'm saying. That's my final thought on commitment, baby. Tell people what you want up front.
Mm-hmm.
And then let people make their own decision on what they want to do. That's all I'm saying. Be 100 up front. Let me meet the real you and not your representative. Okay, brother.
You good?
But I'm just saying though.
You good? You good on the address stuff? Are you good? Because I won't let that sink in. If you need a new address.
You could do it online for $1.
I just gonna let it sink in. Just let them
'Cause
know you want a new address. You need a new address, not want. You need a new address.
that's why I say, some people like I say, some people jump into these relationships for the wrong reason. Some people think the grass is green on the other side, when really all they had to do was water the grass that they was already living on. That's all they had to do. And then when they get over there, the grass is really brown and the grass is flourishing on the other side that they left.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended. Okay, brother, it's on you. I'm done. I'm through.
My final thought is, people need to work on their self first. Focus on yourself first. If you're the best you can be, and when somebody come along, they will be getting the best version of you, and vice versa, be it man or woman. How can you commit to somebody that's not fully, a full person? You're causing your own problems if you're not a full person. So work on yourself. Do the work on yourself first before you go look for somebody else to commit to, and then you'll get better results. That's my final thought.
I definitely agree with you on that. I'm all for take time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't jump from relationship to relationship to relationship because you're still trying to find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfair to the person that is trying to commit to you. I'm just saying. But anywho, on that note, don't forget, Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all know your girl is live. Baby, look at that. Look at that beautiful.
With the colors by Kesh.
Smile. Hello.
With the colors by Kesh lips.
Absolutely. And I'm wearing the most.
And I'm wearing Dior.
I started to put Dior tonight, but I said, you know what? The most is more fitting for tonight. Because I was ready to do the most. And don't forget, though, Y'all know Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all know I am live every Tuesday and every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all know. Oh, I do want to let y'all know I will no longer, after this coming Thursday, which we are going to do part two of Commitment. I will no longer be streaming to Facebook. I will now only be streaming to YouTube. I will post the YouTube link. You guys will be able to tune in on YouTube. So I will no longer be streaming to Facebook, just YouTube only. But again, y'all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Come holler at your girl on Clubhouse. And I do have 2 invites for Clubhouse. So if you are wanting to get on Clubhouse, you must have an iPhone and you can't be with the shenanigans. But Herbalist, I will post the link for my YouTube channel. I will post a link for YouTube, but yeah, I will no longer be posting. I'm sorry, streaming on Facebook. So I will drop the link for you guys to subscribe to me on YouTube. And of course, it will be live. And of course, we can still interact and we will still post all your comments. Um, Also, you need to get your iPhone fixed so I can bring you on Clubhouse. This young lady right here, her relaunch was January the 30th. Go holler at her. Colors by Kesh. Come get the lipstick, baby. Come get the lashes.
If you
Come holler
committed
at
to
my
your
girl. And don't forget, you need to make a lipstick called Commitment.
commitment,
She was about
And
she
I
just
think it
stopped.
should,
She
I know,
stopped.
right? And I'm thinking the color should be, we'll talk about that after the show. Because I don't want to take your idea. The idea for it. We're gonna come up with a color. We're gonna come up with a color for it. I like that name. And I got a couple of other names too for your lipstick line as well. But also, y'all, don't forget this gentleman down here at the bottom. That's bro. Let me
Yep.
move this banner out the way because I want y'all to go follow him on YouTube under ADHD the podcast. He has a podcast that he is another one he's starting tomorrow called the BlackMaled
No,
podcast.
BlackMaled is Sunday. ADHD Hour and BlackMaled is Sunday. The one I'm starting tomorrow is BBW ATM, which is Big Brother
Oh,
Will
yeah, that's right.
authorized to mansplain. You know, it's for the ladies. I'm gonna be imparting knowledge, you know, from a man's point of view to the ladies. And also, I'm going to have some a fashion person on there, so she's going to give you the little segment, giving you the fashion of the week, you know, the weekend or something like that. You know, telling you what's hot in fashion and everything. So, you know, it's a whole experience for the ladies. And
Is
that's
that my
Wednesday night.
girl gonna be on there?
Yeah, your girl Jade. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yay! Shout out to my girl Jade. I love you, boo. And she got some cute stuff too. She got some cute stuff. She got a dress on there that I think I want to go on order so I can get ready for my photo shoot. For Black Girl
Okay.
Interrupted. But tell them how they could find you, brother, and how they could
Uh,
subscribe to you.
so it's ADHD Hour on Facebook, and it will be on uh just ADHD Hour on Facebook or Will the Third, WILDATHIRD on Facebook, and I'll be posting on that. Um, Big Brother Will on Instagram. So yeah, I'll post all the stuff on your page when I got it. You know, I'll just put it on your page.
Yes. And that way I could share it so y'all could tune in with my brother. He is very, very, I love to hear from him. I do. I love the topics that he speaks on. Great, great, great things. I am so proud of him, as
Thank you.
well as I'm proud of Colors by Keisha and the relaunch. And of course, y'all know your girl, Black Girl Interrupted. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, I'll drop the link. I am on the radio every Tuesday and every Thursday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time on Hits 107.3 The Beat. You can actually download the app. It is available in the Apple Store and your Google Play. So y'all could check any episodes that you may have missed. They do rebroadcast every Tuesday and every Thursday from 3 to 5 Central Time. So we are out of here. We are going to see y'all Thursday. Same time, same place for part 2 of Commitment. And we are definitely going to open the phone lines up Thursday because we want to know y'all thoughts. Like I said, I got a couple of more questions in regards to commitment. And don't forget, let me turn this way. She's going to be tuned in with us Thursday night. And Big Brother will be with us again Thursday night. Matter of fact, he's going to be with us the whole month of February.
Whole month of February. I'm here.
Yes. So he's here. And don't y'all get a little comfortable. Because he's gonna be popping in from time to time on some of these episodes, especially in June.
Yeah, I'll be. What the hell is June? What's oh, Father's Day? Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Appreciate
got a whole list of stuff for June, baby.
it. All right. Appreciate that.
So I love you guys. Again, thank you for all the love, the support that y'all give me every week from week in and week out. I love y'all. Don't forget, go show my sis some love. www.coloursbykesh.com. And don't forget, y'all go holler at my brother. ADHD Hour. I gotta learn. I gotta get my hands coordinated. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I gotta get. There you go. I gotta get my hands coordinated. I know how to coordinate everything else except for my hands.
All right.
No,
All right. Thanks for having
I'm
me on,
good.
Ashley.
So
Absolutely,
remember to
absolutely.
stay safe, wash your hand, and wipe your ass. Bye. Wear your mask too.
And we out. Mm, mm, mm.